When you hear a lot about moisture as you see the 45 of Brett Moffitt has gone around. Doesn't look like any contact on that 45 truck. But you hear a lot about moisture, and when you hear moisture, that means grip.
Yes.
And they want grip.
And that's a short explanation as to why the track changes, like I was talking earlier. This is an example of not enough grip. Brett goes in the corner, it looks normal right there, gets on the gas, and you can see it just keeps stepping around on him. And finally, that Nice truck, Circle B diecast on the side of it. Now, let's see what Kevin is feeling and how it sounds when he dives in the corners.
Oh, Hailie Deegan has gone around, and that's going to bring out the red. So you saw Hailie, as you said, was hanging it out and hung it out a little too far and got around.
She was by far the most aggressive with getting the back of the end of the truck hung out.
Coming back to Bristol, the trucks on the dirt.
But certainly cut his tire down. Here's Jake Griffin in the 34 off 2, gets loose, and around he goes. We're going to see that over and over again. And the great thing about racing on dirt, generally you can keep it out of the wall, Vince, and you are ready to battle again.
Yep.
Oh, you know what he hit there?
What did he hit, Mike?
He hit the Dirtles.
Is that kind of like turtles with dirt on them?
It's Turtles at Charlotte Motor Speedway at the front, and that encouraged Johnny Sauter. He said, you know, I think we're going to win races this year, and we know where our strong suit is, and right now it's tracks like Atlanta.
34, been around a couple of different times. Camping World Truck Practice at Bristol.
Or something or another.
Oh! He found the edge and went over it. Thankfully, didn't collect Kevin Harvick, who was right there behind him. Stewart Friesen there in front of him.
Uh-oh. One good thing about on the dirt, the speeds are quite a lot slower than the pavement, so you got a little bit more time than you're used to, Vince, to make the decision, do I go high or do I go low?
Putting on those brakes doesn't bring you to a stop quite as well.
Hey, look at there. Maybe that was a problem.
Yeah,
Bubba was around. And
yeah. Boy, that could have been big on a couple of different fronts. If Friesen would have hit Bubba Wallace, and then Harvick would have gotten into that as well. So disaster averted.
Wow. What about Kevin? He split them.
On board with Bubba Wallace. And watch Bubba lose control, get around, and here comes Stewart Friesen. Friesen spins to save it. Keep him there. That's not a good sign. Oh, Andrew Gordon.
I think we're going to need a new one of those.
Yep.
Like the looks of it, but not when it's heading the wrong direction. I wonder if that was just a tire rub or somehow he had a tire come off.
Gordon looking to make his first series start.
That's right. I'm enjoying this practice so much. Kyle Larson, one of the most accomplished, I don't know how many races he won last year on the dirt, but
46.
It was near 50
at home.
Yeah, 46 times, and his.
And there's Martin Truex Jr. driving the 51 for Kyle Busch Motorsports. It's Martin's first venture into the truck series since what, 2006?
Yeah, it's fun to play too. Seeing if you can be smarter than the rest. This looks like a pretty serious.
That was a big hit for J.R. Heffner.
Heffner is down at the entrance of turn 3, so.
And watch, we'll circle Heffner. There you see him back there, and watch what happens.
Watch how hard he hits that inside wall. Huge contact. Something happened off turn 2. He fought it and hung on to it. 25th fastest on her best lap.
Chandler Smith going around, but keeping it going. So it's a new challenge for him here this weekend. And they need something good to happen because it's been a struggle for them. The result has gotten a little bit worse each time.
Friend Tim Duggar, and man, he can belt the tune too. Uh-oh.
That's Bubba Wallace. Couldn't tell if he got into the wall or just came to rest right up next to it.
What about that snazzy driver suit from Columbia? That's impressive.
Camouflage, I can hardly see him sitting in there.
Ring in the bottom. Maybe he decides to try to run the top, and yeah, got in a little high. There's just not enough grip there.
Brake, hold the brake. out a tire, Bubba. Yeah, I think so.
Like the days of old at Bristol, that's going to be
Spinner,
the
turn
action.
2, Martin Truex.
Told you.
Took him 30 minutes, man. I expected it to happen much sooner.
Now he's double dipping. He's running the truck race as well as the cup race, and had a spin in practice in the truck.
Turn 4. So Chris Buescher ahead. He floats it up top there. You
Got
can
him
see
pretty
how
hot.
look how dusty and dirty it is up there. Not a lot of grip until you clean that off.
And that's because they're all running around the bottom. When they get up and start moving around, you're going to clean this track up. It'll widen up. Then you'll be back to racing side by side.
Well, Clint, how do you know where the limit is if you don't do that at least once?
That's exactly how you find it. Just don't hit anything.
Right.
Jeff and I found it yesterday, as a matter of fact. Mike.
Talk about a diaper.
J.J. Yeley in the 53 this week was passing a bunch of cars and then went for a spin at turn 4.
Everything looked perfect, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's how quick it happens on dirt.
I don't know how many times I've said that to myself. Man, everything was going so good. It's not going to be full of dirt.
Oh, we have a caution at
Put
turn
it out.
4, and it's J.J. Yeley. Same song, second verse. Here's what happened.
You can see just
Come around on it. It was already gone.
it's almost exactly what we've seen happen earlier.
Man, I want to say thank you. I know Bruton's watching. Thank you, Bruton. You let us come in here. We're making a mess out of your place, but we're having a lot of fun doing it. Good luck cleaning this place up when we leave.
See him, he's working outside there.
You said it.
Dylan, and there is no grip out there.
Oh, don't be outside right now. No man's land. Trying to make a pass is what he was doing. You know, the 3 was slower and went for the pass.
You see, he got a little bit tight, put a little front wheel in it because the nose slid up, and he just got about a half a width
Larry,
too high.
Prime example. I need you, Larry. My mind has been changed. Again, goes back to what we've been talking